Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. On inhale, come forward to a plank and look at the wall in front of you. Push the floor away. So unlike a gym, if I was a trainer at a gym, I'd tell you to look at the floor. I want you to look forward because I want your energy to go forward. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, go back to a downward facing dog. Soften the knees. Start to walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Keep the hands and feet about 6 inches apart. Press the palms down. If you're bending the knees or you're on your fingertips, put blocks underneath the hands because you want to be fully on the palms. And so, yeah, you want to press it down. So I would use blocks. So if you take those 2 blocks, I mean, it's cold. Your hamstrings are cold. So don't think that, oh, you don't need a little help. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Now, take the left hand, place the left hand directly underneath your nose. Press into your left hand. Try not to bend the knees as you do this. And now lift the right arm up into the air and look over your right shoulder at your right hand. And a lot of times what will happen is if the hamstrings are tight or the hips are tight, you're going to want to bend into one side or the other. So just put blocks underneath the hands if you find you're bending the knees. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently place the right hand down where the left hand is. Put a little pressure in the right hand. On the inhale, lift the left arm up. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale. Try to keep the equal weight in the feet. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently put the left hand down. Soften the knees. Heel toe the feet out as wide as the mat. Heels going to be on the mat. Toes on the cold bamboo floor. Come down to a squat. Bring the hands together. Press out with the forearms. And lift up a little bit at the sternum. Imagine that you're squatting up. Here again, energy going up or forward instead of downward. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Now place the hands on the floor. Come sit down. Extend the legs out in front of you. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Step the right foot on the outside of the left leg. Dorsiflex the left foot. Pull the toes back. On the inhale, lift the left arm up. And then exhale, twist over to the right hand behind you, looking back toward the mirrors. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And inhale, come center. And exhale, counter twist over to the left. Keep the right hip down. On the inhale, come back to center. And exhale, extend the right leg. Bend the left knee, left foot on outside of right. Dorsiflex the right. Lift the right arm up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Left hand behind you, looking into the mirrors almost. Inhale. Exhale 1. pull the right toes back. So notice if you're pointing the toes, you want to dorsiflex, exhale 2. If you want to activate your hamstrings, you pull toes back, exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, then inhale, come back to center line. And then exhale, counter twist, shoulders over hips. Inhale, come back to center and extend the left leg. Bend both the knees, place the heels where the knees were. Feet are going to be about hips width distance apart, hands behind you, 6 to 8 inches, a little tabletop. On the inhale, lift the hips into tabletop. Exhale, let the head go back if comfortable. Inhale. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Exhale 6, inhale. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. Exhale 9, inhale. Exhale, come down. We're going to chant a little bit. For those of you new to us, because I have a couple of new people in here. So when I was taught yoga, my teachers all said that you had to have a higher intention. Chanting is about helping you create a higher intention. You know, you can go to a workout class. You can go, you can just go to a gym and do yoga, quote, big quotes, but I would say that that's just a movement class, right? So if you don't mix in some of these more esoteric teachings of 5,000 years of yoga, it's not yoga. It's just a movement class. So we're going to chant today from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. So turn over to page 46. And the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, they're a how to achieve yoga book. That's all it is. It's like reading a manual. Do this, do this, do this, do this. You get this thing called yoga. Then after you get this thing called yoga, I'm going to tell you how that's going to change your life. So that's chapter 4. That's what we're in right now. Kavalya Pada. Kavalya means absolute freedom. But freedom from what? What is it? What are you getting? What are you being freed of? Right? That's a good question. Because in modern yoga, what people think you're being freed from is society. That's a new concept. You live in society. You're going to have to always deal with society, and you can't control society. But what you're freeing yourself from is the projections of your own mind on that society, how you're perceiving it. Yoga says, shift your perception. See things through a different lens. Start thinking more critically. Be more self-analysis. And then you free yourself from that creation of suffering that the mind causes, right? So 415, I would say this is probably one of the most important sutras here. 3 ohms. Call and response. Vastu, Vastu, Samye, Samye, Chitta, Chitta, Bedat, Bedat, Tayor, Tayor, Vibhakata, Vibhakata, Pantaha, Pantaha, Vastu Samye, Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Chitta Bedat, Tayor vibhakata, Tayor vibhakata, Pantaha, Pantaha, Vastu samye chitta beda, Tayor vibhakata, Pantaha, Vastu samye chitta beda, Tayor vibhakata, Pantaha. Together. Vastu samye chitta bedat tayor vibhakata pantaha. So like I said, chapter 4 is absolute freedom. And so he's telling you the benefits of the sadhana that's going to come to you after practicing over this long period of time that it's going to take to get to this point. And vastu is an object. Samye is the same. Chitta is your fluctuating thoughts. Bedat is a splitting of that. Tayor is a path. Vibhakata is to take, and pantaha is different. That's kind of what it translates into, right? So each person will perceive and interpret an object in a unique way according to their state of mind. All objects are empty and only appear through the lens of the individual projecting onto it. And at this point, what Patanjali is trying to say to us is that yoga is not a religion of conversion. It's not a religion, but a lot of times we become very fanatical. Even when we're yogis, we become fanatical. Like how many times have you ever heard somebody say to you, yoga is going to make your life so much better? You're going to love yoga. There's no truth to that, right? There's no guarantee that you're going to love it, and there's no guarantee it's going to make your life better. I remember one student I had came in with older woman came in a lot of physical pains, and she didn't want to come to yoga. Her doctor suggested it. She came in and was very cranky about going to fundamentals the first couple of times, and like she was a month after month, she was like coming like 2-3 times a week, and she seemed to lighten up. But then there was this moment where, I don't know, she came to class one day. I said, "Is this making you feel any better?" And she looked at me, she said, "No, it's making me feel worse. I'm sore all the time. I hate it." And I thought, well, there you go. That's her projection onto it. And I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry." And she finished out, her new student thing, and we never saw her again. But yoga wasn't something that she was enjoying. I may be enjoying it, but you may not be enjoying it, right? So I don't need to tell you, you should do it. You should take on this thing called yoga, right? Because the object is different for all of us. So Patanjali is saying, stop trying to convert people to your way of thinking. Let them be where they are. It's okay. That's the path that they're on. That's where they are right now in this time frame, right? When we think about where we are right now in the world, globally, it's not just America, it's globally. There's a lot of group think that's going on. Like everybody's trying to be part of the clique, or part of the winning team, or part of the group that they think is right. It's a little bit of a cult mentality that's happening around the world. And when you get into that frame of mind that you want to be on the winning team, that you want to be on the side that's always right, you've lost your personal ability to think critically and be analytical. And Patanjali is very clear that one of the benefits of yoga is self-analysis. the ability to study your own mind and your own thoughts and your own feelings and your own ideas and objectively express them instead of subjectively putting them out there. And so that is that moment of liberation that we're experiencing, is this liberation of our own shackles and mind's gaslighting that is created by our own mind. Those are the real benefits of even doing a movement class like this, so that you get to know your own body, right? So few people don't understand their own biomechanical movements of how the body moves, right? So it starts out with something gross like that, and then it goes into a deeper idea of like understanding the projections of your own mind. So sit up nice and tall, close the eyes. Inhale deeply through the nose, fill up the lungs, feel how expansive you are. Then exhale everything out, feel how expansive you are. Inhale halfway to a comfortable level and start making short exhales on my clap. The inhales are happening, but they're passive. You're giving more than you're used to receiving. You're also in this Kriya, you're getting rid of stuff you don't need, and you're making space for new ideas, new thoughts, new energy. And start to slow that down. Exhale everything out all the way to the bottom. Engage Mula Bandha if you let go of Mula Bandha during the talk. Reconnect to your Ujjayi pranayama. Equal inhales and exhales. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale, continue those on your own. Open the eyes, fold up the chant books, place them to the side, come to the front of the mat into Dasana mountain seat. Big toes and heels touch, tailbone moves toward pubic bone, gaze is at the horizon. And still those deep, full inhales, those deep, full exhales. Your neighbor should be able to hear you in Ujjayi pranayama. Take a moment, bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Set a higher intention for the sadhana today. And then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana mountain seat. With straight legs, inhale, hook the thumbs in front of you. Raise arms up alongside ears and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward. Take arms behind back. Clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet. Right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, left foot next to the right, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step left foot in between hands. Exhale, right foot next to the left and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana. On the inhale, hook thumbs, raise arms up alongside ears, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, right foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot meets right fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot meets left fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, adding on to that. On the inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, right foot back. Exhale, drop to right knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Stay in cobra. Inhale, lift the hands off the floor. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the legs together. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, toes press down. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, place hands on earth, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, drop to left knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down to earth, step left foot forward next to right, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, drop to left knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, stay in cobra. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hands off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, press the toes down. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, place hands on earth, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, dropping to right knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step right foot forward next to left fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put the hands down, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, without a down dog split, step the right foot forward in between the hands. No down dog split. Turn the left heel down, come up, warrior 1. Because when you do a down dog split, you're throwing yourself into it. You're using the weight of the leg to get you up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let go of that down dog split. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, warrior 1. Grace, that note's to you. This is exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Use the core instead of the leg. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extending the right leg. Take a moment, look at the back foot. Turn your left big toe up a little. So you're going toward the mirror. Go toward that. Yeah, then exhale, reach forward toward the windows. Place the right hand down on right shin. Lift left arm up. Gaze at left thumb. Triangle Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, try to bring the head down the center of the foot. Exhale, 2. Inhale. So notice if you're leaning to the left. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2, stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot steps forward, right heel turns down, come up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend. Check your back foot out. Make sure the right foot's turned inward a little bit. So it's an inward rotation. Reach to the left, place left hand down, right arm lifts up, triangle Trikonasana. And notice if the skull is in front of that left big toe. So you want to pull back toward the wall behind you. Maybe moving your hips that makes that happen. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, bend the left knee, warrior 2, stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Try not to do that down dog split. Exhale, drop down to the left knee. On the inhale, lift the torso up, arms alongside the ears. Exhale, bring the hands together in prayer, twist over to the right, get the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Then on the inhale, lift the left knee up, extending the left leg. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come back to center. Put hands on floor, frame right foot. Exhale, extend the right leg. Move the left foot forward till the heel is on the ground. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Energetically pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. And then exhale, fold forward over the extended leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee. Put more weight in the right foot and the hands. On the inhale, lift the left foot off the floor, extending the right leg. Then exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Walk the hands back. Press the palms down. As you press the palms down, lift your left foot even higher. So you can do external rotation of the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, step the left foot back into a low lunge like you did before. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, drop down to the right knee. Inhale, lift the torso up, arms alongside ears. Exhale, bring the hands together in prayer, twist over to the left, right arm on the outside of the left thigh. On the inhale, lift the right knee up, extending the right leg. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come back to center. Place hands on floor. Frame the left foot. Exhale, extend the left leg. Move the right foot forward about halfway, just till the heel is on the ground. Lift the head and chest. Pull the left hip back, trying to drop the right hip a little bit. And then exhale, fold forward, Purvottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee. Put weight into the left foot and the hands. On the inhale, lift the right foot off the ground. Then exhale, fold over the left leg. You can point the right toes, like I said. You point them away from you in a plantar flex. Then press more into the hands in the left foot and lift the hip a little higher. Exhale, 1. So a little external rotation is okay. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, step the right foot back into a low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Bring the big toes and heels to touch. Then exhale onto the right hand, outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm up, side plank. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale onto the left hand, outside of the left foot. Raise the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Just reset the shoulders. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat to the heels, and come into a child's seat. All right. Now, place the forearms on the ground. Touch opposite elbows with opposite hands. That's this way. This is just. Sometimes people like this measurement. I say it doesn't really mean much, but it does kind of just get you to kind of be aware of what your elbows are doing. Then put your forearms down, and then check out your hands. You want your hands slightly turned out, and you want to spread your fingers a little bit. Then look in between your fingers. Lift your knees up, coming into a dolphin. So this would be a dolphin. And as you push the floor away from you, you're going to continue to look in between your fingers. Okay? You're not going to look at your feet. And you want to push the floor away from you with the forearms. So that's kind of, the hips kind of move back toward the mirrors. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. All right. So we're going to work on a little forearm stand, okay? I don't mind if you use the wall, okay? I really don't. If you want to stay on your mat, you can stay on your mat. But if you want to go to the wall, I'll be happy to let you go to the wall, okay? If you go to the wall, you want to maybe bring your mat over so your forearms don't slip. You may want to bring a prop or two, okay? Place the forearms on the ground like you just did. Lift the knees. Walk the feet forward. You can stay in that dolphin and just lift the leg up in the air and keep a foot on the ground. That's perfectly fine. Or lift your favorite foot up into the air. Bend your standing knee, and on your inhale, kick up into a forearm stand. And so look toward the windows, Grace. So that's a forearm stand. So when you look, put your head on the ground. So yes, so you're going to do a dolphin, is that what you said? So in forearm, the way I teach forearm, you're not looking backwards, forward. So there's a slight back bend in it. Okay. So once you put your head on your ground, you're in the headstand. Okay. Do you want to go to the wall?
No.
Because
I'm cold.
I know it is cold. Beth, I'm here. 1, 2, 3. Come up with me. Oh, there you go. Good. And then maybe after you try your favorite leg, switch sides and see if you can kick up on the less dominant leg. Yes, I will give you a spot. Okay. Ooh, there you go. You got it? There you go. Oh. So Sarah, as you come up, keep one leg straight. So the leg you lift this up, but don't bend it. Now bend this knee. And 1, 2, 3. Don't bend this knee. So you're still bending the lifted leg. There. Squeeze. Good. And come down. There you go. And after you try that for a few moments, just rest in child's seat. Good work. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. So Sarah, like I said, that leg that's lifted, you want to keep it straight. You don't want to bend the lifted leg. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. That's better. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Now, I don't mind where you stay in the room because it doesn't matter to me. If you want to come back to where you were, you can, or you can stay at the wall. That's fine. Tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels, come back to a downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Now exhale, push through the left heel. Reach the arms back toward the mirrors behind you. Think of yourself like a hood ornament on a Rolls-Royce car. That's what it looks like. On the inhale, shift weight forward into the right foot. Lift the left foot off the floor, coming into Warrior 3. Now, in Warrior 3, just like your Pincha Mayurasana, there's a back bend that's happening. Exhale 1. So dorsiflex your left foot. Don't point it away. And try to lower your left hip and lift your shoulder blades away from the floor. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now on the inhale, place the hands on the floor. Exhale, bend both the knees and bring the left knee to the outside of the right foot and sit down. Let's get a good deep twist in here. On the inhale, lift the left arm up. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good inhale. Come back to center line. And then exhale, counter twist, shoulders over hips. And inhale, come back to center. Set up for ankle to knee. So move the left shin forward, open up the right knee. Right ankle off left knee, left ankle underneath the right. You want to dorsiflex the feet instead of pointing them away from each other, right? So that you're going to pull the toes back toward the center. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. And we can always put a little blanket here underneath this, right? That will help. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. And then exhale, simple. Just swing the right leg behind you. Come back to a downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. And exhale, push through the right heel. Inhale, reach the arms alongside the body. Start to shift weight to the left foot. On the inhale, lift the right foot off the floor, dorsiflexing. So point the toes down, try to drop the right hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the hands on the earth. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring the right knee to the outside of the left foot. Sit down. On the inhale, lift the right arm up this time. And then exhale, twist over to the left. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, ankle to knee. So move the right shin forward. Stacking the shins, lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift head and chest. So simple. Swing the left leg around. Step back to a downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Now stay in Ashtanga Namaskar. On the inhale, bring the hands behind the back. Clasp the hands together in a fist. Then lift the arms away from the body. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Place the hands on the floor next to the chest. Press into the hands. Lift the chest, slide forward. Bhujangasana. And then exhale, calm down. Oh, all right. Shalabhasana B. Squeezing the legs together. Take the hands behind the back. Interlace the hands together in a fist. Before you lift the head up, lift the shoulders up and move the scapula down the back. And then lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Shalabhasana B. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. And from here, bring the feet out as wide as the mat. And then place the forearms on the ground, kind of like you did in Pinchamayurasana, right? And then walk the forearms back a little bit and tore elbows a little closer to you. So you're going to bring your elbows right in till they touch your ribs, right? So they're going to come tight, 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 tight in. And then press into your hands, lift your chest, your head, and then with your forearms, kind of push the earth away from you and push your pubic bone down into the ground. So we call this Sphinx. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. You can make a little pillow with your forearms and rock out the hips. Then lift the head and chest. Bring the right forearm in front of your chest. You listen, you can take it straight out like you do with Pincher Mayurasana or Sphinx. I find it makes this harder. If you bring it across your chest, kind of at a 45-degree angle, it makes it a little easier. I don't know why. Maybe that's the subjective too. Bend the left knee. Reach back with the left hand. Grab the inside of the left foot. Get your left thumb underneath your left big toe. Then start to take your hand, press down on the top of your left foot. As you press down, you're going to rotate your shoulder forward, which is going to allow you to rotate the wrist forward so your fingers are in the same line as your toes. And then you're going to press straight down, bringing the foot kind of toward the outside of the hip in a half frog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, release the left foot. Make a little pillow with the forearms and rock out the hips. I'm going to try that on the right side. Lift the torso up. Place the left forearm down here again. It goes straight out or it can go across. Bend the right knee, reach back, grab the inside of the right foot, get your thumb right under the big toe, and then rotate the shoulder forward, and your wrist will rotate. The fingers come in the same line as the toes, and press straight down on top of the foot, bringing the heel outside of the hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently release the foot. Bring a little pillow with the forearms. You can rock out the hips. Now, full frog, you're going to bring the forehead to the earth, bend both the knees, reach back, grab the inside of the feet. Now, as you move the shoulders forward, you're inwardly rotating the shoulder. That lifts the elbow up. Then you're rotating the wrist, getting your fingers the same line with your toes. Then you're pressing straight down on the feet, but then lifting your chest and pulling your elbows closer together. Full frog. Inhale. Good, Stephanie. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, release the feet. Come down, relax. Bring the hands next to the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale through bent elbows all the way under the ground. Now bend both knees. Reach back, grab the outside of the ankles. Shift the weight from the pubic bone to the navel. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift the knees as high as the shoulders. So now you're kicking back into exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, release the feet, and rock out the hips. Second Dhanurasana, bend the knees, place the hands on the soles of the feet, like you're giving yourself a high five. Now, without changing the rotation of the shoulders, reach in, grab the inside of the ankles. So your thumb is facing up toward the ceiling. That's how you kind of know. If your thumb's pointing down, then you've inwardly rotated instead of externally rotated. Dorsiflex the feet. Point the toes back toward the mirrored walls. Then on the inhale, kick the feet back into the hands. Lift the chest as high as the feet. It's going to be more chesty now. It's going to be less thigh. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Release the feet. Relax. A little vinyasa. Bring the hands by the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, gently bring the knees behind the wrist crease, lift the torso up, coming into a kneeling position. If you want to put a blanket underneath your knees, do so. If you want, or if you have a little pad like Veronique, you can do that. Okay. Your knees are going to be about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. And the toes are going to be tucked under. Okay. So you're going to start there. Then lift the hips up, bringing the hips and shoulders in line with each other. Then bring the hands on the hips. Bring your thumbs closer together behind you, letting your thumbs kind of touch at the sacrum. Bring the chin into the chest. Now, don't think about just throwing the hips forward, but think about lifting the navel up toward the throat. So grow first a little taller. Then start to arch back. And as you arch back, put the hands on the heels. Then let the head go back. Last. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift up, leading with the shoulders. And then exhale, bring the knees together, feet together, come sit on the heels in Bhadrasana. A little twist, so you can take your left hand over to the outside of the right thigh and take the right hand behind you, little decompression here. And come back to center, go to the other side. And come back to center and lift the hips up and bring the knees apart. This time, tops of the feet can stay on the floor, right? A little deeper back bend. And you want to put your hands on the soles of the feet. Or you can tuck the toes under and come back into what we call rabbit. Bring the hands onto the sacrum. Bring the chin into the chest. Here again, think of growing taller, lengthening through the spinal. And then as you arch back, place the hands on the soles of the feet. And then lift the chest a little higher. Good, Veronique. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up, leading with the shoulders. Good for you. Then bring the knees together. Bring the feet away from each other. So you're making a V shape with the shins. Come sit down in between the ankles. If you need to, you can sit on a block. If you can put a blanket underneath there. All right. If you're sitting on the floor, you can take your hands behind you and lay down. Supta Virasana. But as you're doing that, keep bringing your knees toward each other. So you're going to keep squeezing the adductors so that yin you would relax. But I want you to stay active. And Once you lay down, you can bring your arms overhead. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Good, Dahlia. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Okay. Options from here. You can stay in your Supta Virasana. If you would like to come into a baby wheel, you can place your hands next to your head. You can lift your chest. You can come onto the top of the head. Then you can kind of walk your hands towards your feet. Good. Now you can just press into the hands, lift the head off the floor. Maybe you can reach down and grab your feet with the head on the floor. That's also options. Both of those are good. Exhale 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale 3. Good, Stephanie. Inhale. Exhale 4. Nice, Emmy. Inhale. Exhale 5. So if you're in baby wheel, you're going to bring your chin to your chest, come down. Good for you. And then you can place the hands next to the feet. Everybody can lift the shoulders up. Come back into your Virasana. Good. And then place the hands on the floor in front. Lift the hips. Come back onto like a tabletop. Extend the right leg back. Give your right knee a break. Then drop to the right knee. Give this left knee a break. Extend the left leg. Come back to the left knee. Tuck the toes under. Push the seat to the heels. Come back to a downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, come forward to plank. And exhale through bent elbows all the way onto the abdomen. Roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, tickle the heels with the fingertips. Feet are going to be about hips width distance apart. On the inhale, lift the hips, the lower, the middle back. Clasp the hands together in a fist underneath you. Roll the shoulders underneath the back. So from here, we're going to start out in a Setu Bandha Asana, but we're going to bring this into a tiptoe fish if you want to, okay? So I'm going to give you guidance on how to do tiptoe fish. So first, release your hands, bring your feet together, okay? Now walk your feet back toward the windows till you're on the ball of the foot and your heels are touching your glutes. So that has to happen. If the heels aren't touching the glutes, you can't go any further, right? It's almost like if Virasana is hard for you, it's almost, this is going to be hard for you too. So you want heels to connect to glutes. Knees are going to stay together. Place the hands next to the head. Now puff up the chest, come under the crown of the head. As you do, you're going to move your knees toward the window, toward the mirrors until your knees touch the floor, right? Then with your head on the top of on the floor, you're going to extend your arms toward the windows and place your hands together in a prayer and balance. Nice, Emmy. Tiptoe fish. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. This looks good, but we want to bring this to touch 2. Exhale 2. Inhale, but it's fascinating that you're there. Exhale 3. Your knees want to come down too in balance. Exhale 4. You can do that. There. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Put your hands by your head. Lift your chin into your chest. Bring your shoulders back down. Walk your feet away. And then lower the hips down. All right. From here, place the hands next to the head. Elbows toward the ceiling. Fingers toward the shoulders. On the inhale, upward bow. That should be easy after all that. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin and the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. And we can windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Save bringing your knees into your chest till it's all over, because we'll add some more back bends in here. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, lift back up. Second upward bow. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin, the chest, and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Last one, place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin, the chest, come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Draw the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. You can make little circles on the sacrum if that feels good to you. And then any variation of a reclining twist, all I ask is you keep the knees as high as your belly button. Bring the knees over to the left. Extend the right arm out. Look over the right shoulder, twisting. And come back to center line. And go to the other side doing the same variation if you came into a variation. And inhale, come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. Bring the forehead toward the knees. Rock forward, rock back, rock forward, rock back, rock forward and back. Come up to a seated position. You can spin yourself around. Extend the legs out in front of you. Dorsiflex the feet. Lift the head and chest. Exhale, fold forward. Hold onto the feet. Paschimottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Look forward just a little bit. Exhale, 7. Now take this roundness out as you look forward. Inhale. Just hit your toes instead of, because as soon as you take your head, chin into your chest, you round. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Point the toes away from you. And plantar flex. Take the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. Bring the chin to the chest. On the inhale, lift the hips into inclined plank. Exhale, let the head go back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin to the chest. Come down. Bend the knees. Open up the knees to the side. Bring the feet together. Pull the heels a little closer to the pubic bone. Using the thumbs, open up the soles of the feet like a book. And then exhale, fold forward. Cobbler seat, Baddha Konasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, and then keep your knees and feet like they are, lay down on the back. From here, you can stay in a Supta Baddha Konasana. No inversion. You can go to the wall, bring the legs up the wall in Viparina Karani, half inversion, or come into Salamba Shirshasana, shoulder stand. Up to you. So 3 options. If you are coming to shoulder stand, I like a blanket underneath the shoulders so that you're not pressing into your neck. So let me show you how I like to do that. So I'm going to take the mat, the blanket, I'm going to fold it up to 3/4, and I'm going to put it there. That way it's nice smooth edge. And you got some, and then I'm going to fold your mat over it, but you're going to put your shoulders here and your head on the bamboo floor. Then we're not pressing into your neck at all. And then you can then put your hands down. So straighten your legs out. Instead of lifting the hips, use the core, because that's what you want to work on. So lift your legs up and bring your legs overhead, but use your core to do that. Good. So you can get your toes to touch. Yeah. Now, clasp your hands together in a fist and externally rotate the shoulders. There. Now, release the hands. Put your hands on your back. And a little lower toward really where your chest is, because you're on your hips. That's so you're when you put your hands on your hips, when you go here where you were, notice how my elbows leave that. That's your balance here. So your hands are actually right there on your the fabric of your top. Now lift the legs up in the air, because you want that's a misconception. People think that in shoulder stand you're putting your hands on your hips or your glutes. You're not. You want your hands in the center of your back, in your rib cage, because that's a stable point. You know, that fleshy area right above the hips, there's nothing there. It's just quicksand, soft. And you want your elbows really engaged in the earth, because that's the point of connection. But if the elbows leave, then you're not really stabilized and you won't stay up very long. My tradition, you stay in inversions 5 minutes. So your shoulder stand should be 5 minutes. We worked on forearm stand for 5 minutes. You could work on it for 5 minutes, but to get the energy to move, it's not a quick asana. Because now we're talking about moving energy up into the more subtle regions of the heart, the throat, the forehead, the crown of the head. And that's hard to move. So you got to stay in things longer. Last 10 breaths, inhale. Exhale 10, inhale. Exhale 9, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 6, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, let the toes come to the floor behind your head. Then clasp the hands together in a fist and extend the arms on the floor. Halasana plow. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Bring the knees next to your ears. Reach back. Hold on to the back of your knee joint. Kind of pulling your shins onto the floor. Now you're going to play tar flex. So you're going to point your toes away from you. So that way the top of the foot comes on the floor too. Karnapidasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then place the hands on the floor, pretty much for everybody, toward the windows, away from the shoulders. Use your hands like brakes. Slowly come down. And as you come down, let the hips touch the floor. Extend the legs out in front of you. Now, if you have any padding underneath the shoulders, you're going to unfold the mat, move the blanket off to the side. Then we're going to lay down on the back. Turn the palms to face upward. Lift the chest. Come onto the top of the head. Balance for Matsyasana. Here again, this is neutralizing after that deep forward fold. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. So right now you're kind of on the back of your head. You want to be right here. So I would say don't put your hands underneath your hips. I know people teach that. But if you think about what's happening, you're going to lift, and you're going to look all the way back at the mirrors. So you want as much space in those shoulders as possible. 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Pressing the elbows, bring the chin, the chest, come down. And now let's set up for Shavasana. Listen, it's cold. If you want me to bring you an extra blanket, just raise your hand. I'll bring you an extra blanket. You can place a blanket on top of you. You can place a blanket underneath you. And here, this is that moment where you let go of the Ujjayi pranayama. You don't have to breathe in any special way anymore. You're going to let go of Mula Bandha. The body's going to become heavy. I'm going to close the eyes and just let the earth completely support the weight of the body. Shavasana, seat of the corpse. Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, allow the breath to reanimate the body, making small movements with fingers and toes. Let that movement grow and extend the arms overhead. And stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Draw the knees into the chest, give the knees a hug. And gently roll over to the right side. Pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up. And come up to a seated position for dhyana sadhana, or meditation. And so in meditation, you can sit on a block or a blanket. And once you have a seat, commit to that seat. Be still. And allow the breath to deepen. You don't have to re-employ ujjayi pranayama, but have breath awareness. Watch the breath enter the body. Watch the breath leave the body. And close the eyes and start to draw the senses inward. And focus the mind, but to help you focus, as you inhale, silently chant the mantra Om to yourself. And as you exhale, silently chant Om. Inhaling Om, exhaling Om. The mind begins to wander or chatter. Focus on the breath, focus on the mantra. Inhale deeply. Exhale everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om externally. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly beneath the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachers and teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay warm. I don't think it's going to warm up for another 7 days, so stay warm. And I will see you. Just a reminder, this is our last month where Bobby and I are semi-retiring. So we will see you for the next 28 days. And then it's like the Carol Burnett show. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. And just before you know it, Amy, I like that little shawl. Yeah, your shmata. I like your shmata. I like your cashmere shmata.